we will be welcoming Mr. Vinit Nayak from TETHERFI, would present about securing customer experience and agent experience. Please welcome Mr. Vinit Nayak from TETHERFI. Please make a big applause for Mr. Vinit Nayak.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Vinit Nayak. I'm the founder and CEO of TETHERFI. I'm based out of Singapore. We are a Singapore-based company, and this is my second time. And I know it's pretty late in the afternoon and probably sleepy, but then I'll keep it short. And I'm not going to talk about too many things, but few stories in my slide so that it keeps you awake. Yeah, so we basically believe that human interactions and human intelligence is very, very important for any kind of customer service or engagement to effectively happen. Of course, people have talked about all kinds of AI and technologies that's available in the market, but that's primarily used to scale and help customers and enterprises to scale, right? But most important part that we believe is humanizing customer interactions. That's the theme of what TETHERFI does, and probably you will see some of the things that I'm going to talk about in my next coming few slides. So before I, like I said, my first story about customer expectation. I want to take you back before when I started this company back in Singapore in 2009. I had a banking customer with whom we were working, and that was back in 2010. And then I left my wallet and I went for a coffee break while I was working. And I got a call and eventually lost my wallet. I went back and I just couldn't find that wallet in the coffee shop. This is back in Singapore, and you can imagine the police is very, very efficient. I lodged a complaint, and it was all done within 15 minutes, right? And one of the biggest worry for me at that time was I had a lot of my tax cards, my driver's license, a lot of other things that was back from India. I'm natively from India, and that was my biggest problem to recover. So I had a lot of other banking cards and everything that is Singapore. That's fine. It was easily available. But then recovering that was a difficult part. But then I was going in a cab one day after a couple of days, and I thought, let me try my luck with the police. So I had a complaint letter that had a toll-free number. Again, called up the call center. And fortunately for me, the police on the other side said, "Oh, Mr. Vinit, you're a very lucky man today. You have your purse with us. Please come and collect." And I was really lucky because I went to the headquarters in Paya Lebar in Singapore, and I opened my purse or wallet, and I had everything intact, including the cash, including the coins, including all my cards. And I was really surprised, and I asked, "Who's this gentleman? I really want to thank this person." And the police said, "Sorry, we can't give you the confidential information. We don't know who, we can't give you the person's contact details and all of that stuff." So I was pretty disappointed, but then that's the policy that they have. So I had to thank my gods, and I was pretty lucky on that day. And eventually, I posted something on the social media thanking the whole service, the whole efficiency, and everything that was done in that whole process in the last 3 days that I went through with Singapore police. Now, I come back to my client, it was a bank in Singapore, and I tell this story to them. And I was actually on the moon, and she listened to the whole story. She was a contact center head of that bank. She listened to the whole story, and the first thing that she said was, Vineet, you need to complain, right? She said, you need to complain. I said, are you serious? Did you mean compliment or complain? So I wasn't really sure. Are you sure this is complain or compliment? No, you have to complain. I said, why? I mean, any guesses? Why? Because she said the police should have called you first as soon as they got the wallet. So this is something new to me. I come from a culture in India where if I get the wallet, that's something really big miracle, right? Now here is a country where the citizens are expecting the police to be proactive and expecting them to call them back when they lose or something like this happens. And that was something new to me. I said, no, I think this is a pretty good service that I've got. Now, no, she insisted me to make a complaint, lodge a complaint against the police just because they didn't proactively call me when they got my wallet, because I called them first. Now, I was a little terrified initially because, lodging a complaint against the police was something that I have never done, right? So eventually, she forced me. She said, Vinny, this is the expectation that we set here. This is the customer experience expectation that we set in this country, and you have to do that. So, and that's when I started to realize this whole customer expectation, thresholds. Different people have different thresholds. Different countries have different thresholds. And I think that is where, my understanding of how humans in the contact center, the leaders in the contact center, your supervisors, your managers, can actually push what your customer experience level is going to be. And I think that's where I've underlined this whole thing, saying demand and push the limits. And that's something that only humans can do. And what you can decide with your technology or with your people is something that you set that threshold, right? Never settle for less and have an aggressive SLA. And this is where my first lesson, my customer experience story, my customer expectation story started. And that's how our journey as TETHERFI in Singapore started. And I think and before that, I just want to make sure I introduce TETHERFI. So we are all about securing and improving customer and agent experience, especially in live and human engagements. And of course, you have a lot of engines to automate and improvise and self-service. But at the same time, I think the key aspect that we want to make sure is during live customer and human engagements, that is where we thrive in. And that is something that I will talk about in the next few slides. So just to give you a quick introduction, we've been around in business for 14 plus years. We are 200 plus people across the globe. We have 6 countries where we have presence. We have close to 8.2 million video sessions that we do on our platform, on our cloud platform. 22 million plus API-powered interactions. This includes chat, click-to-call, web audio calls, video, digital calls, all of that. Plus, recently during COVID, we introduced a new product to secure work from home, which allows agents to work from anywhere and not compromise on compliance. So we have about 10,000 plus seats in this product as well. Obviously, we have few recognitions from multiple vendors like Gartner, Frost & Sullivan. And we were also chosen as one of the fastest growing companies back in Singapore in 2019. So what's TETHERFI's core platform? TETHERFI's core platform is all about Vision AI. I mean, we've got an AI as well, right? So, and how do we make use of this technology to apply to your customers? So on the left-hand side, you can see here we have customer experience. Again, primarily we identify, we do facial recognition, and you can imagine the video KYC use cases that you might have all probably used. The more than that, we also do automation, which means we detect objects, we detect Wi-Fi routers if there's an issue. Are the lights blinking in the right direction? Do we have a blue light or a red light? And all of that is detected automatically through using our AI platform. And then eventually, we realize that not all can be solved by the machines. So there will be some certain percentage of those automated digital calls that can go into humans, and that's where our platform also seamlessly connect to different vendor platform providers, or it can have our own digital platform as well. So that is primarily on the customer experience side. Now, the same camera, same vision AI is also used on the employee's side, which is the agent experience. And this is where I think our platform was very, very pivotal. And in fact, we pivoted from our original product to provide a seamless agent experience when they couldn't come to office. So we had a lot of call centers and couldn't come to office, and that's where we started using the same technology to identify and authenticate agents while they were logging in and continuously as well. And we tried to make sure there are no other objects that were enabling copying of data. So those are the things that we did using the same backend platform. And more importantly, it was critical at that point of time where supervisors and agents could collaborate using video or audio, same kind of experience that you would get in an office. So that was the crucial aspect of our agent experience platform as well, right? Now, I want to also give you some glimpse of how we have done this beyond mobile on the customer experience. We've also extended beyond mobile to kiosks, as you can see here. So we've got a few banks using us to enable and transform their branch beyond having tellers locally. You also have tellers communicating with your contact center to provide consistent experience, because the contact center is where you have trained these agents more efficiently, and you have made sure they give you consistent experience across all channels. Whereas in every branch, it's very difficult to have these kind of training facilities and consistent experience that the agents have to go through or the customers have to go through. We also have done this for telco, where they were using this for upselling and cross-selling very easily, and having walk-ins and unmanned, completely managed through video. And if you go to Changi Airport in Singapore, you will also see kiosks where you'll find our virtual agents who are actually using this to get help, to find out where things are, or where is the pharmacy, or even get a doctor's appointment immediately using this platform. So now comes, so again, the second product that I was talking about, how do we secure? So I'm sure you all understand today, the life of an agent is not that easy, because all the simple that you can automate have been taken care by the AI bots, right? All the simple, only the tough ones, tough problems comes to an agent. And that is where you have to enable and give that flexibility to agents to make sure, are they able to answer those tough questions or complicated problems? Because those are the ones that your bots have not been able to solve. And that's where we are focusing on how do we make sure we provide that flexibility to agents, and at the same time, they can have an option to work from anywhere and not compromise on privacy and customers' data. And plus, all the compliance that's required within the desk that the agent is using, it has to be taken care as well. And obviously, the collaboration within the contact center can continue even when they're not in office. So those are the key aspects that we are focusing on in this product. And just a deep dive about what this product does. So as you can see, biometric authentication, facial recognition, and liveness detection is a crucial aspect of this product. And we have a supervisor console that allows agents and supervisors to collaborate with each other, and it provides a seamless experience like they're working in office. So that's the crucial aspect of this module. We also have built in an emotion recognition of agents. So which means you can actually detect, are they happy? Are they smiling when they're speaking? I think it's very important, as you all know, the smile should go across while they're speaking on the call, even though nobody's seeing you. So that's one of the key aspects that we bring on the table with our product, is when they're talking, are they smiling, or are they having some issues? We all detect all of that immediately, and it gets flagged into our platform. And obviously the collaboration aspect as well, because we have a gamified scoring as well for the whole agent experience when they're logged in. So a little bit deep dive of how this works. In fact, you don't have to worry that we need extreme bandwidth to make this happen, because it can run without the bandwidth as well. And we'll show you how it's done, because it runs on the edge. It's an edge AI platform, and it's a patent pending and GDPR compliant, PCI compliant, so it can address all the markets that today typically an agent can work on, right? So as you saw here, one of the key aspects is we use camera on the agent desktop. We detect mobile or camera to make sure there is nobody copying the data from. And obviously, like I said, the privacy detection is crucial. So we eliminate proxies that somebody else is working on your behalf if they're not remotely working. Even now, I'm seeing a lot of customers now use this in the office as well. Because, like I said, the emotion detection, what are they doing? Are they copying data using some device? Is there something that is being streamed to some other USB or any other screen? Is all detected using this platform. So more of a compliance and security capability that is provided, again, with employees, emotion detection, and if there's any non-compliance. And before, okay, so I've got a good success story with one of the BPOs based out of US, Everise. They've been using this for the last 3 years, when the COVID started. But eventually they've continued, and they have added more seats. This is across multiple countries now, with the Philippines, India, and some part of US and Europe as well. So one of the great success stories for us on this product, again, using the Vision AI, our platform. And I have last one story that I want to leave with, which is again part of the agent experience that I talked about. So as you can imagine, what is the purpose of this product is to find and detect any mobile phones or lenses that is in the vicinity of this whole agent's workspace. So what are we trying to do? We are trying to provide a clean desk. We are trying to provide a secure environment for your agents to work from anywhere. And that is the crucial aspect of this product. But then we got one complaint one day from one of our customers saying, hey, there's a false alarm from your product, which is not something that is acceptable. Then we looked up, one of the support engineer went in and logged into their server, and we can actually see what exactly happened. Now, I don't have a real picture of that problem here, but you can imagine this agent was working in a village back in India, and it was a bank. The enterprise customer was a bank, and this agent was working in a village in her cow shed, right? So in that cow shed, why was she in her cow shed? I assume because the dongle speed might have been better to take calls from that place, and there were a lot of cows behind her, right? And our platform detected that eye of the cow as a lens of some kind of a camera. And we flagged it as an issue and said, "Oh, somebody is trying to copy data from behind this agent," and we blocked the screen. Okay? And then when we And our product also records 3 to 6 seconds of screen before and after the event happens, and we look through. So it wasn't a genuine case of somebody trying to steal the data. It was obviously a false alarm. But then eventually, one of the things that we, understood, that we kind of found the purpose from this failure for this product. What is it enabling is it's enabling these agents, typically, they would have to travel or they have to stay in large metro cities like Jakarta or Chennai or Bangalore, whatever that place may be. Instead, it's empowering them to stay in their own village with their own family and work from home where they are willing to do. And at the same time, you're also not compromising on security as well as collaboration aspect. So that's one of the key things that we found, and I think, and this product is actually growing in terms of number of agents that's getting signed up, right? So here is my last slide, and I think, like I said, the focus for us has been to empower enterprise users, agents, and how do we make sure they stay happy? Because we believe that happy agents always deliver a great customer experience that makes your customers happy. So that's the whole theme behind what we do. And I'm really glad and fortunate to have this opportunity to present to Indonesia Contact Center Association, and really looking forward to coming back again next time. Thank you so much. Terima kasih.